Hello and welcome to General Ledger training on financial reporting. With all the training sessions on General Ledger, we're starting from the home menu. From the home menu, you will see that one of the items is called Financial Reporting Center. When you click on that, Oracle will bring you to this screen that will show you reports that you've recently run, and also a search bar where you can search on the report that you want to run. Now within Oracle, there are multiple types of reports, and each type of report has its own kind of navigation of how to get to the right place to run the type of report that you're interested in. This training series, or this training session, is only about Financial Reporting Studio, or FRS reports within Oracle GL. These are reports that were written that are financial statement reports from the system. These are not the SmartView reports, and these are not the OTBI reports. So these would be mainly balance sheets and income statements, those type of reports that you're going to get out of the General Ledger. Keep in mind, most balance sheet and income statement type of reporting is going to be done out of EPBCS, which is another part of the system that also has budgeting information as well. The FRS reporting that I'm showing now is only actuals. It has no budgets. And again, it's not the SmartView reporting, which is in another training session. All right, to begin, you're going to want to pick the report that you're interested in. If I wanted to run the kind of basic income statement, which is the 216 report, I would type in 216 and then I would hit the search button here. And then once I do that, you're going to get any report that starts with 216. So I get the 216 income statement, I click on it, and it's going to bring me to this kind of parameters window where I can pick all the parameters that I want to for the report. So the first one is accounting period. I hit the select button and I pick my accounting period. Now this is a little bit different from what you're used to. The accounting periods are all within a hierarchy. So the months report up to quarters and the quarters report up to years. So that's the way it works. So if I wanted to look at 2018, for example, I'd want to kind of drill into 2018. So you can see 2018 breaks itself down into quarters and months. So if I wanted to run this for, let's say, November of 18, I would click on November 18 month, click on OK. And then I would continue down my parameters. So for the ledger, same thing. I want to click on select and I can pick my ledger. There is a concept of ledger sets. So actually, when you run these reports, you get a good view into how your hierarchies are set up in the system. So depending on what you have access to, you'll see ledgers. So all the ledgers will be under all ledgers. The ledger sets are kind of groupings of ledgers. So if I wanted to run, let's say, one of the ledgers in professional, I could run either US or Canada within professional. If I wanted to run something in domestic, I could click in here, or more simply, I could just click in all ledgers and just pick the ledger I wanted to run this report for. So if I pick in US, it's already picked. I say OK. And then from my company code, I can pick the company I want to run this for. So again, I can either go into all companies, which is just going to show one list of all the companies. That's kind of a simple way to look at all companies. Or I could go into the upon hierarchy, where it's going to kind of break it down into business unit. So if I wanted to see everything under, that's the 999 company, I would click on that. And then under that, it breaks it down into the various business units. So if I wanted to run this for one of the key companies, you could see that's under 500. I would click on that. And then under that, there's a further breakdown. So if I wanted to on prep and achieve, I would hit 510. And then under that, there's multiple company codes here. So, under 511, I could continue to break this down. So let's say I wanted to run this for any one of these. Let's say Metis 512 as an example. I would say OK. And then you can see that the other values say all. So all cost centers, all departments, all intercompany values, all product values, all delivery type, all project values, and and for the USD currency. So I'm going to leave it like this. So essentially I'm running this this is actually November. There's a issue with why it's not changing so you can see it, but it actually is whatever you changed it to. And the company code of Metis for. I'm going to run this report. And the report is finished. So this is an FRS report. So again, just to recap, I've run report 216 income statement. I've run it for November of 18 for the KUSD ledger. I've run it for company 512. And then I've chosen all for the other segment values. And it's produced this P&L. Now there's a couple of things I could do with this report. The one is drill down. So anywhere you have a triangle on any one of your numbers, you can click the triangle and it'll actually drill down into the lower level value. So total sales, there's only one account here, tuition. If I go down in here into direct cost and I hit the 60,000, you can see that broke down into two other parent values because you can see their parents because I have the triangles into total payroll direct and total operating direct. If I wanted to drill into total operating direct accounts, I click on that and it'll further break it down into the various lowest level natural accounts. All this is down to the child because once you have no more triangle in front, it means that it's at the lowest level. So anywhere there's a triangle, you can drill down into the lower level account. And then the other thing you can do is for any number that's underlined, you can drill into the system. And I'm going to do that in a minute, but just to make sure you get to see this whole report. This, is period to date and year to date P&L values. It gives you all of the parameters at the top of the report and the date you've run it for. To drill into a value, you can either drill into either at the top parent level or at the child level. You can drill in. So if I drill into this $350, I'm going to select drill to detail balances. It's actually going to bring me into the application and show me what this $350 is made up of. Okay, it's going to bring me into this screen, which is an inquiry screen. This is the same inquiry screen you would see if you were inside of the application looking up this account. So it's showing me that this $350 is for this full GL string that was posted in November for $350. And you can see that this is a hypertext, so you can click on that. And that's going to drill into the journal line, so I can keep drilling down into this. This says it was from conversion, so there's actually no transaction on this. So this drilled down all the way down into the to the journal entry. If there was an invoice associated with this or an accounts payable transaction, I could drill all the way into the invoice and see the supplier and all the accounts payable information. If I wanted to see this full journal entry, this is going to be a big journal entry, so it may take a while, but I could drill into this journal entry by clicking on this to actually see the full journal entry that makes up this $350. So I'm going to do that, but keep in mind this is a conversion entry, so it may take a while. Okay, so I drilled down on the journal entry. So as you can see, this $350 was part of the general ledger conversion from the EBS legacy system into the cloud general ledger. And you can see all the details of the journal entry. Here's the batch. You can see here's the journal entry. If you wanted to click on show more, this in real life would show a little bit more about the journal entry itself. And then if you see the action log of a journal entry, you can see you're going to be able to see who created the journal, who approved it, and who posted it. In this case, this was part of conversion, so you're not going to see a whole lot. That's as far as you can go on this transaction. Like I said, if it was an accounts payable transaction, you'd be able to see the AP details. So going back to the report, I could just click back on the report here. There's a few things I could do with this report. One of the things I can do is I could just click up on any of these fields highlighted in blue here and change it, and it's going to change the report automatically. So if I wanted to see this data for December rather than November, I would just click there and click December, click on OK, and then it would just be updated with the December information. Same thing here. If I wanted to see the same report, but instead of seeing Metis, I wanted to see some other company, I could do that by just picking the other company code. So instead of seeing Metis, this time I want to see, let's say, all of. I could just click on company 500. And it's going to give me the report for all. So numbers got bigger. Same thing with any of these values. Over here, you can just click over to the right to change whatever you need to change. And the last piece I'm going to show you here is if you wanted to download this into Excel, it's pretty easy. You could just click here and just say export to Excel. I just click on that. Once you do that, just hit show all and it'll just be in your downloads. And here it is. I just have the report in Excel now. So going back to the, just going back to the report, you can also download it into any of these other formats, Word, PowerPoint, whichever one of these you see. And that is about it for FRS reporting. There are other training series on for the general ledger. If you're looking for other types of reports, there's going to be one for SmartView. There's going to be one for OTBI, which is for transactional reporting. And then there'll be one for custom reports. Thank you.